Hey guys, welcome back to Meds Made Easy. My name is Tarun Verma. Today we're going to talk about methylphenidate. That's the generic name. It goes by a lot of brand names. It goes by Ritalin, it goes by Concerta, it goes by Quilivant, it goes by Daytrana, even goes by Metadate. Let me kind of define what all of those are. Those are all different brand versions of this drug. This drug is very easily formulated. So like Concerta is the extended release version of methylphenidate, or Ritalin. Ritalin is just the original immediate release medication. Quilivant is the children's liquid. Adults can take it too. It's just a liquid. Metadate is a specially formulated type of extended release formulation. Daytrana are the patches. There's another one, I believe it's called like Abtensio. That one's majority of that is for adults, but it's got like slow release beads that are in there. A lot of different formulations. It's the same drug. It's methylphenidate in it at its core. It is used for ADHD, attention deficit hyper disorder, and to a lesser extent, it is also used for narcolepsy. And then I've never seen it used, but there are off-label uses of this for depression. But again, I've never seen it, but that's what they say it can also be used for. So again, it is a stimulant. Works by increasing some of the brain receptor, the chemicals in your brain. Flipping myself here. Okay. Peak time. So this is what makes this medication so hard to talk about, is all those different formulations that we have. They're all impacted by their peak of action, how quickly they kick in, how long they're in your body. The side effect profile and everything is very, very similar, if not the same. So that part's easy to talk about. But like the immediate release formulations of methylphenidate kick in anywhere between 20 to 60 minutes, and you're looking at it being in your body for about at least several hours, working for that long. It's not as, I'm gonna say, long acting as like say Adderall is. It's a lot more shorter acting, comes on quicker, gets off quicker. Your extended release formulations kick in about 20 to 60 minutes as well, maybe a little bit longer, but they stay in your body for about 8 to 16 hours doing their job. The SR version, just the SR by itself, it's just sustained release. Now if you ask what is the difference between sustained release and extended release, it gets complicated to the point where it's just dumb. But the SR version kicks in at about 60 to 180 minutes, and then it's in your body for the same amount of time, anywhere from 8 to 16 hours, depending on which product you're taking. Dosing, again, I don't like going into dosing, especially with so many of these products. You're dosed anywhere from 1 to several times a day, depending on how you need it. I don't like to step on the doctor's feet there, so I don't like to get into that. Let's see here. If you are, let's see here, no studies have been done to show any sort of effect on your renal or hepatic impairment, but either way, you should be discussing these things with your doctor if you're on this medication. Let's see. It is okay to use in pregnancies, but you have to watch yourself if you're lactating, because there is something called a RID that's associated with it, relative infant dose. So your doctor should be able to kind of go over all this with you, as long as you have like if you're under a certain percentage of how much your total breast milk, how much the drug is like found in all of your breast milk, then you're okay. But if it exceeds that portion, let's say it's that much versus that much, then that's a problem, because then the baby's getting this medication and you don't want any baby to ever get a stimulant. That's just not kind of good for a developing baby, because it works on your mind. You don't want anything affecting a little baby's brain because they're developing. Let's see here. It is a Control 2 medication, which means there's a high abuse potential for this. You can get very addicted to this medication. Do not party on this medication. Don't take illegal drugs. Don't drink with it. Taking uppers and downers together is always a very, very bad idea. Don't do it. Let's see here. Now, getting to the better stuff, how do you know if it's working, or how do you know if it's working too well or not enough? The main gauge that I give my patients is sleep. Is it affecting your sleep? Let's say you take the extended release, let's say you take it around noon, you take a high dose of it, and then you can't fall asleep till like 2 or 3 in the morning. That means that medication is working too well for you, which means we need to back off the dose. It's too strong. If you're having if you're having issues of insomnia, then yes, this is not working correctly. Now, on the other hand, if you're taking, let's say like the immediate release formulations, and You take them at like 6 a.m. and then maybe you take another dose at like noon, but then you still starting to kind of fall asleep by like 5, 6 o'clock, or you're losing focus, and that means that you probably need to either adjust what time you're taking the medications or the dosage itself. So that's where you go to your doctor for and say, hey, this is what's going on. So you just got to be very kind of in tune with what's going on with your body at that time. Another one that you know that definitely signifies that you're on a very high dose, jitters. Are you getting jittery? Jittery, not just with your hands, but any part of your limbs, your body. If you're just getting jittery, antsy, palpitations of any kind, that is a sign that you're taking too much of this medication, right? You're too wired, your body's too stimulated, and your hands, feet, your heart can't handle it. So definitely go back to your doctor and say, hey, listen, I'm having jittery effects, my eyes are twitching, or this is happening. They'll back you off the dose. That's usually what happens. I'll put a list of side effects right up here. Again, guys, this is I'm not going to say the word safe. All medications are good if you understand the limitations and the benefits of those drugs. But this one, a lot of children use methylphenidate. If it's it's appropriate for them, then always consult your doctor to make sure that you're taking it appropriately. I hope no one watching this is taking it recreationally. That's not what they're meant for. Beware of the abuse and the addiction potential of this drug. And otherwise, let us know in the comments if you have any more detailed questions that we can answer. Again, we try to make everything real quick with Meds Made Easy. Just kind of give you exactly what you need to know, minus all the medical jargon and gibberish and all that. So again, leave any comments down below. Give us a subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. And we'll see you next time on Meds Made Easy. Bye.